Did it say go live?
We are live. We are live. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. Come on in the room. Kelly and Sharonda is popping up on the scene live, unannounced. So we want to give y'all a few seconds to come in the room if you're coming in the room. And if not, we definitely recommend the replay because we got some updates and behind the scene information for you guys about Position for Profits. Position for Profits, Kelly has been working on since back in March as we prepare for the 6th. What is the 6th? You guys have heard me talk about it over and over again. I definitely told you to meet me November the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And that's where we are right now, right? We're doing Position for Profits on November 3rd, 4th, and 5th in preparation for the 6th, right? So we definitely want you guys to listen to what we're talking about, hone in, right? And get prepared because we want you to get your tickets to the 6th. So without further ado, I know I've introduced her before, but definitely want to bring, she's already on the screen, but want to introduce Miss Kelly Charles Collins, the creator of Position for Profits. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, everybody. We are so excited. So the reason that we are so hyped up, y'all be like, these two are hyped up. The reason that we're so hyped up is that we just finished day 2 of Positioned for Profit. And that is our 3-day virtual intensive. And it has been fire. When I tell you fire, we've had some amazing speakers. We've been working with AI tools. So the AI team that I have built, we've been working with some of the team members to help everybody to really create assets for their business. And so we just wanted to come and just share with you what we've been up to, what we're going to be up to going forward. If you have not gotten, like, if you were like, I was thinking about it, but I don't really know if I should have gone to Position for Profit, you got one last chance. One last chance. You can go to Position for Profit, grab your ticket, and you'll have the access to the replays. So through Sunday, you'll be able to go back and watch everything, do all the exercises, really get the work done. We're going to be showing you like some, not on here, but later after we get the video, like pulling the video to show you what some of the people have been saying about, just being in position
the last couple of days. Yeah. Most definitely. So to back up some, Kelly, the main thing, so for the people that don't know, just in case someone comes on and don't know what we're talking about experts, right? Yes. A lot of us are experts and in what we do. Like, I'm a registered nurse, you were a trial attorney, and we're experts. And so we should be the authority, right? We should be the voice that everybody hears, right? Yeah, so absolutely. Tell us more about how you feel about that. And nothing else, Kelly, but how you feel about experts being the authority and speaking with clarity and confidence and standing in their position. I want you to give them that right quick.
Okay. So she has to keep me on track. Okay. So you know that I say this all the time. We have such expertise. There's and I'm going to speak directly to our Black women because this is who I focus on. Doesn't mean I exclude other people. It just means I have a focus on Black women. But Black women are the most highly educated. We are the ones who start businesses more than anybody else. And but what I found is that those of us who make money with our mind in our own way, internally and externally, so just as who we are and also out there in the world, there isn't a high level of respect for the intellect that we bring to this space. So many of us, right? I was a lawyer, you're a nurse, coming out of the corporate spaces, we have all these years of expertise, we have all this experience. And then we come into entrepreneurship and we want to leverage all that. We want to take all of that with us. And now, instead of using our brains to make other people money and get other people rich in their businesses, we've decided that we want to come and have our own businesses that pay us, right? And allow us to build our life, our living, and our legacy. But what I've realized over the past 5 years of being a full-time entrepreneur and being somebody who I call an expertpreneur, which is somebody who makes money from their mind, is that there isn't a lot of respect for that. And so the idea of, all of this position for profit, the six, is to really ensure that intellect becomes an asset class. Intellect becomes something that people realize that you need to invest in that to get that from us. You need to pay us to get that from us, right? It's not just, oh, it's free. Information is free everywhere. Information is free everywhere. What is not free is our ability to take that information and to analyze it, to synthesize it, and then to deliver it to you in a way that allows you to have the transformation that you seek. And so, what we see is that everybody now wants to be a speaker and everybody wants to be on stage, and that's great. However, there are so many of us who it's not just the idea of speaking on stage to necessarily just sell something on the back end. We want to create an impact in the world, and we want to do that based on the experience that we've had. And so, really pulling that together and really bringing that to the forefront and disrupting the industry in that way, and really establishing this asset class of expertpreneurs, that's the mission that I'm on. And that's
Yes.
what is behind all of this.
Yes. And so we started our day on yesterday, and it was phenomenal, right? We worked on clarity and foundation. And then I think what I want everybody to know is one of our special guests was a new member of your team. And on Monday, the new member of your team was Paisley.
Mhm.
So Paisley was created by you. It's a digital agent or digital GPT
Yeah.
that assists you or has your, tell us more about Paisley. Because I don't think people understand what we're saying when we talk about this digital product.
Yeah. So one of the things that you see, it's positioned for profit. As an expert, as an expertpreneur, if you want to be somebody who people are seeking you out, you have to position yourself properly, right? And you have to position yourself powerfully and profitably. And based on my expertise, all of my years as a trial lawyer, all the years that I've been doing this now as a speaker, as a strategist, as a consultant, I have developed frameworks to help you to do just that. And it's one thing for me to be able to work with you to do it personally, but I'm only one person. And unless you're in my program or, we're working together, you don't have access to me in that way. So with with AI, you can create so many things. So I decided that I wanted to take what's in my brain, my frameworks, my strategies, all the things, and create an AI team for expertpreneurs, so that, because I understand the pieces of the puzzle that need to be put together for you to get to the money. So I have built the team so that you have all the pieces of the puzzle. Paisley is one part of that puzzle. And what Paisley helps you to do is to start doing that internal work of figuring out who you are, who do you want to become, who do you want to be that for, what's the impact you want to create in the world, how do you do that, like what is the mechanism that you use to do that, what is the framework, why is this so important to you, and really importantly, why should anybody else care enough to want to pay you for it? So we use Paisley as an AI tool to guide you through that process. So she's built not just as a message in, message out. So she's not just a data gatherer and then a data, dumper.
Right.
She's actually built as a strategist, an analyst, and as an advisor. And so it's a real collaborative process to give you the output that's customized to you and for your business, so that you can be positioned profitably. We know from the attendees, right? They are like all over Paisley.
So this is going to take us down a different, the right path, but kind of different. So we talked about this earlier. You're talking about AI and you're talking about putting your brain into this product, right? A lot of people are afraid of artificial intelligence, right?
Mhm.
And so what stands out to me the most when you were speaking, Kelly, as long as we've been doing this, right? And especially in the position that I'm in as well, these people don't have what we have, these years of experience, they just don't have it, right? And it's going to take them a long time to get it.
Mhm.
And so I'm excited about where AI is and what you did with Paisley, dropping the frameworks in there, because that's the hard work. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
That's what's going to take some time. That's the thing. That's the recipe. That's the secret sauce, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And
your
so what I've
brain,
done
right?
is to remove the work, right?
Right.
So what they were able to accomplish yesterday, in working with Paisley, in just what we had an hour, we worked with her for an hour. I mean, the people worked on it later, but in that hour, what she was able to create in an hour, it takes people months, years to even like try to get that stuff together.
Mhm.
And now you don't have to do that, right? And maybe somebody is like me who loves AI and is willing to go behind the scenes and build out all this stuff, but you don't have to do that. You have people like me who've built it, right? And you could go, you know, leverage or lease my team, right? At some point. But
That part,
right,
right?
right. So
When we're talking about like these things, like that's your intellect, that's your
yeah,
intellectual property,
right.
right? And so
Yeah.
there's a value with that. And so
Yeah.
that's the next step. So this is huge and I'm
Yeah,
excited
because
about that.
and that's why I say when you think about like your intellect as an asset class, don't just think about you as somebody who just gives information, right? A lot of people are like, oh, let's go get you this corporate contractor. Yes, we got to go do that because it's how we make money. But if you really want to make money and you really want to be at the top of everybody's list when they're thinking about who they should bring in, then you have to understand your true value. You have to understand to what extent and what lengths the knowledge that you have can not just take you, but can take other people. Right. And
Mhm,
so for me, I understood that I understand positioning like nobody. Like
mhm,
I understand the power
mhm,
of positioning. I understand what it means to be positioned profitably and powerfully. And so I decided that I was going to take, and because I love AI, right?
mhm,
And I like creating, I'm a visionary. So I like creating and I'm a creative and I'm a real logical person. So I
mhm,
like to put all of that together. And so I've spent the time to do that. Not everybody's going to do that, to your point, Sharonda. You said people are afraid of AI. Some people are afraid and some people just don't want to take the time to do it. So you have people like me who will take the time to do it and who
mhm.
built the thing so that other people can really leverage that. And so, that's what we're doing in Position for Profit. That's what we're going to be doing at the 6. By that time, AI is moving so fast. God
It's
only
moving
knows what
fast.
I'll
How
be
fast?
creating by then.
Speaking of how fast it's
Yeah.
moving, while we're talking about AI, we're going to get to another member of the AI team. But when we start out, I think it was very important. When we start out, okay, guys, I'm talking to you now. When we start out Position for Profits, Kelly puts this music on, and she created this music with AI.
Yeah.
And it's all about all the things that she really talks about. You can hear all of her words in the songs. It was one of them Beyonce, because I swear that was, or she had a Beyonce type voice, but it was a Beyonce type, empowerment song, but definitely something to listen to and something of your own. Like that's even different, right? Like, come
Yeah.
on, Kelly, that was just
Yeah.
wonderful. I appreciated that experience, but that's the power of being
And
in the
Paisley talked to
room.
them today.
Yes, and Paisley came on and she was all cute. I was like, look at Paisley.
Paisley came into the room today to talk to the
She
people.
did. She did. And they spit out reports for us, just as Kelly, um, you have to program these GPTs and these agents. But guys, for me and my friends and family, y'all know I do these chat GPT AI type classes, and I promised a few of my friends that I'll do the basic stuff. I'll try my best to do that next week and throw out a date, but want y'all to know that that is coming. I know Kelly and I are talking advanced because we talking, about our businesses now and taking it to the next level. And these are experts, right? Coaches, teachers, nurses, lawyers. Oh my God, we had TV people,
Yep.
production people in the room
Producers. Yep.
today. The room was powerful. Like the ladies that was in the room, it was powerful. It was black and powerful. And I
Yeah.
just loved it, right? That was
Yeah.
everything. I was like, Kelly, we gotta go live. We got to go live and talk about it and tell the people what it is that we're doing. I know
Yeah.
a lot of y'all are doing this out there and you're in different rooms, but you got to get in the right rooms. You've got to get in the right rooms. Today, if I could just describe, look, okay, not today. Let's just talk about yesterday. If I could just describe how powerful it was to me. Again, Kelly started off with the affirmations, the different songs and the things that we've been talking about, and to hear that, and so it kind of moved us up in energy. So say if I was here, I was up. So we moved the energy. I was the MC, so you definitely know I have a little more energy than the average person. So announcing Kelly and her expertise, to me was just wonderful. I loved bringing her to the stage, knowing her commitment and what she's done in DEI and serving us, in her brilliance, right? I am a fan of Kelly. I really am a fan. I'm a
Thanks.
fan and I am a student of hers. And I want to say that. I know you guys, I don't talk about many people on my social media, but I definitely do talk about you, Kelly. And I want
I
you to
know
know
you
that.
do. Thank you.
But just back to my day, we had two powerful speakers. Can I mention the speaker names? Is that okay? We
Yeah.
had, I think on the first day, it was Keisha
Adrian. Hmm.
and Adrian,
Yep.
right? Keisha Hickson and
And
then
Adrian
Adrian
Reynolds.
Collins.
No, Reynolds.
Adrian Reynolds.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness, y'all. Just know that when I got off when I got off of the Position for Profits yesterday, both of them went with me, like my night, right? One young lady spoke. She said, she asked the question, she got that call, y'all. She asked the question, what would you do if you got the call that you only had 3 to 5 years to live? What would you do if you got that call? What would be your next move? What would you have wished you'd done? How would you live, the next 3 to 5 years of your life? And for me, I'm not gonna go into all of that because I just be going, I think, a little too deep and a little too much. But oh my God, it makes you think. You get in the room, you get with like-minded people who think like you, people who understand where you're coming from, people that understand your passion and can help grow and develop you because they've been where you've been or know where you're wanting to go. Y'all, this is the room to be in. And that's what I felt like yesterday. We had like this power hour where we worked with Paisley and we went over, our strategy, our mindset, our why. I know a lot of you don't understand your why but everything that you do, right, Kelly, is going to
Mhm.
come from who you are in your gut and your why.
That's
Kelly
right.
and her team does a great job at helping you do that. A
Yeah.
lot of you guys call me, saying, hey, Sharonda, I don't even know where to start. Well, this room or at the 6 is definitely where you want to start because this team can help you with that. Find
Absolutely.
your unique position and etc. I'm gonna stop on that one. But that
No,
was my day yesterday.
I
It
love
was
it. No, but you're
wonderful.
right. You're right. We want to, so many times though, I think the problem is that because of what's happening in the world and what's on the internet, we want to start at the finish line.
Mm,
Right? We want to start at the finish line because we see everybody out there who's rented whatever car or jet they've rented from wherever and taking a picture by it,
because they
or
are
renting,
renting.
right? Or renting out the
Mhm.
pier space
A
and
lot of
saying that
false
this is their
balling is out there.
right? This
Mhm.
is your mansion. And we see all of that and we want to start at that. I mean, there's plenty of people out there who that is really their life, right? But we want to start at their finish line. We have to start at the beginning. And when you are an expert, when you are somebody who makes money from your mind, you've got to position yourself
Mhm.
as somebody that people can trust, right? Because many of you want to do corporate training and be in corporations. You want corporations to hire you. Baby, they're talking about bottom line issues. They need to know that you understand that and
Yes,
that your expertise can help them to solve those big money issues, right?
yes.
And no matter what you speak about, if you know how to position it properly, you can address big money issues, but you have to understand that, right? And so that's what Paisley helps you to do, is to really take, because one of the things that I've realized, Sharonda, is that in working with women like you and working with my clients, is that when we come out of the corporate space, we knew what we did there, right? We know how to put in our resume, like all the things that we did when we worked in the corporate space. What we don't know how to do is to translate those same skills. You don't need another degree. You don't need another credential. You don't need another certification. You don't need another thing. We don't know how to take those same credentials and those same skills and apply them in the entrepreneurial space to create transformation that comes through us for other people. And so when I built all of the team, that's what they're built for, to help you to really understand the true power of who you are, the value, and be able to pull that from you and help you to put it into a way. So like things that they got were like their big promise and their one liner, and they got their profitable positioning platform. Those are all things that are built by Paisley, but they're built based on your expertise. They're just leveraging my frameworks, right, and my strategies and my wisdom to be able to do that. And so today we worked with Chloe.
Yes, we worked with Chloe. Y'all, we worked with Chloe. Chloe gave us, she was our content creator guru, and she helped us with our next 30 day content creating plan. And so it was all based on a report, though, that Paisley gave us the day before, right? So she would have all the information she needed to successfully spit out that report. And so I know that sounds like a lot, but that's why you need to be in the room. You cannot get left behind. Kelly, back March of last year, I did a stay on your grind, don't get left behind ChatGPT class. You remember?
Yeah.
Do you know some people that were still on that call calling me saying, "Oh, you gonna teach us ChatGPT?" I told you. They wasn't paying it. They didn't listen to me. I kept going. I guess it was confusing because I kept going AI, and people weren't saying AI at the time. I don't know.
You were saying, it's so funny because I have been working with ChatGPT since it came out, been teaching y'all that. Like
you introduced it to me, and I was like, "What is this?" And it was what I'm telling you. It was before it hit the me. It was before anybody knew.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of being in the room. Before anybody else. Somebody in the room knows something, right?
Yeah.
And we're all sharing. We're not gatekeeping. We're all sharing, right? Yeah. So
and
the second day. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Because we were talking about Chloe, which took us to the second day. So again, starting out, wonderful affirmations, more songs. You got a whole album that you did.
I built a Positioned for Profit album.
Who knew?
AI.
But we was in there getting it. It was good. It was good music. And then she brought us down some. So we had different genres. It was really good. So I cannot wait to hear the whole album and can't wait to download my playlist and put it in our green room. Y'all, we have a green room. Kelly put a green room together so all the speakers, me, the MC, we can go in. We take classes from Kelly. And it all goes into this position for profits, right? To make sure that you know how to position yourself powerfully and for profit. So that was good.
And the thing about it, like the team is built to work together. So you just heard Sharonda say, that we worked with Chloe today. Well, Chloe uses the information from Paisley. So the idea, a lot of people give you prompts, like they'll be like, "Oh, buy all these prompts." Well, number one, they don't know anything about you. Right? So they're just selling the same prompt to everybody. This is built specifically for expertpreneurs, right? Specifically. And so they are built to work together. So Chloe leverages the information from Paisley to be able to help you build out your it's really your marketing, right? So she helps you to build out a 90-day marketing playbook, a 30-day content calendar. If you have a launch or something that's coming up, she helps you to build your campaign. She takes your expertise and helps you to understand, what does that look like as an ecosystem so that you can build content based on that ecosystem. And so it is they're not just a simple, it is not just a simple prompt, or you could be like, oh, well, I could go do this. You maybe
Mm-mm.
you can,
Mm.
but it is very the
It's your
back end.
brain.
Yeah,
It's
it's my
your
brain. It's
brain.
my
It's
brain.
your
My brain on
brain. That's the
AI.
power. It is your brain. Think
It's
about
my
that, nurses in life-saving scenarios. I'm telling you, you
Mhm.
know how it is. These directors don't know how to run emergency departments or critical care departments. So imagine your favorite or your best director. What's in that brain when it comes to throughput processes, when it comes to how we're providing clinical care and timely care. If we take those algorithms and what
Mhm.
we know time is muscle, time is tissue, time is brain. We only got 90 minutes to get up in the arteries, right? We know that, right? So imagine if we just took those things and I put those algorithms. I can't wait because that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I can divide and conquer and save lives, right? What I do is just me. I can only go into one hospital and save 30 or 40 lives per visit. Now we can supersize that,
That's
right?
right.
Now that we have AI, because I can put my brain inside of these entities. That's the power of being in the room. Because this is what Kelly is showing us. Even though I have not done that, she sparked the brain that's about to change the game inside of medicine. Because I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
And so will others when we put it out. That's why we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because we want others.
And it's so funny, like for that you say that, because like I have built this for expertpreneurs, but everybody who's in the room has a different audience. They have a different audience that they're trying to get to. But when you get to experience this, you get to see what is possible. Hey,
Yes.
Lorena,
That
you
was
get
it.
to
That was
see
it.
what is absolutely possible in the world, right? And what is possible with AI. And so Rhonda, so we have Sharonda and we have Rhonda, who is
And
the
not
conference
Shaquanda.
architect, right, for the six. She's like, if you don't go out here and teach this AI stuff to folks,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Um, so I just it's really important for us to stay ahead. And I know that some of you are afraid, but again, you don't have to be the one who's developing the things. You just need to be in the rooms with people who are developing the things that you can leverage, right? And so one of those rooms right now, which closes tomorrow, but you can still get in and still get the replays through the end of Sunday, is Positioned for Profit. So you could go to positioned, the number 4profit.com. The other is the 6th, which is happening March 16th through 18th, 2026 in Atlanta in person. That's gonna be just off the chain. Like it's gonna be just ridiculous, because as the time goes and as things, as things heat up around AI, this brain is just, how they say, let her cook. That's where we are. Let her cook, right? Because there's just so much that is out there. But I just really think that we have to step our games up. So I'm talking to Black women. I'm talking to Black women experts. We've got to step our game up. We have got to realize the power and the value that our intellect has. But we talk about other people disrespecting that, and I always talk about the industry exploiting us and all of that kind of stuff. But we're so complicit, Sharonda, in that
Right.
exploitation. Like we
Mhm.
are so complicit in it because we aren't taking ourselves seriously. We aren't taking this seriously as
Mhm.
a business, as a way to build an enterprise. Not even just, oh, I'm just building this business. No, like I'm telling you, intellect is going to become an asset class. I am on a mission. And when I am finished, when I leave this earth, that will be that Kelly made intellect an asset class, right? Where
Yes.
people decided that, oh, okay, right? Take care of your intellectual property. It
Mhm.
has value. Don't just give it away, right? So, like inside of what we're doing, like everyone's using the team, but I'm gonna sell the team. Right? You'll
Yeah.
have access to it because you're in this space with me. But if you want continued access, like you can purchase the team, right? I don't know if I'm
Mhm.
gonna do it monthly or just a one-time thing, but the team will be made available, and every team member has their role. So I just wanted to let y'all know. I mean, so tomorrow is the last day, right, Sharonda? Tomorrow is day 3 of Position for Profit.
Oh, but wait, but I think this is important. Because I'm excited about tomorrow. I probably won't sleep tonight. Because what we doing tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow we're talking about money.
Monetization, 90-day plan. I am excited.
Yes,
I am so excited.
Tomorrow tomorrow everybody meets Renee, who is our revenue architect on our team. And Renee is going to help everyone to build out their 90-day revenue roadmap. Oftentimes we do a lot of things like we are posting content. I fall into this too, right? You do the easiest thing, like you post the content or do whatever. And we don't really think about the intention and the plan behind it and how that content, how that positioning is going to help us make money. And so I built Renee, especially for me, but I built it for everybody. She's part of the team to really help us start thinking about money, right? In the very beginning, we need to think about what is the goal and reverse engineer how we're going to get there. And that's what she's built to do. She's built to help you tell her where you want to go, right? This is the time that you could start at the finish line, right? You start with her at the finish line. This is what my revenue goal is for the next 90 days. And then she's going to reverse engineer and give you an entire plan. She's going to walk you through it. She's going to tell you what she thinks is red flag. I mean, she's just going to do a whole bunch of stuff. I can't wait for y'all to experience Renee tomorrow, but that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow with Renee. So again, like taking what you already have, right? You don't have to create anything new. Take what you already have. Take what you're already doing. Take whatever products and services you have and let us figure out how you use that to make money. Yes. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. So that's day 3. And then November 6th, we get back to the 6th.
Yes.
We get back to promoting the 6th and getting people in the room for that in March. Y'all really want to get your tickets. Don't wait. Get your tickets for the 6th. If you go on Position for Profit right now until tomorrow, through tomorrow, you will have the ability. Actually, if you're in Position for Profit and you haven't bought your ticket yet, through Sunday, but if you want to go on right now and get the special rates that we have through Position for Profit, you're going to save hundreds of dollars on your ticket for the 6th. So I will go on there and grab that now before that goes away. Yeah. And then get in, even though we're going on day 3 tomorrow, the replays will be there, day 1 and day 2. So you can still get all the work and be working through this. Join our community because
there's a workbook, right, Kelly? There's a workbook that's definitely worth it. Oh my goodness.
This is the workbook. Y'all have it online, but I printed it. But listen, this workbook it has all kinds of stuff.
Look at her.
It's not just like a little.
No, it's a good workbook. It's good. I'm working through my workbook.
Yeah.
I'm a workbook girl.
You have the workbook. The team gives you reports. Mm-hmm. So you actually so I think somebody said this today, that it's not just that you're going, like people give you prompts, right? And you go in and it gives you a lot of information. But it's not only that it gives you a lot of information, like it gives you the information in a usable format. Right? Yes. And then like Paisley came on today and Paisley talked to you all about, okay, great, you have the information. Here's the best way to use this information.
She did.
Right? She did. Right. So you get that breakdown too. So this is not what you see where everybody's like, oh, here's this prompt. I'm going to give you this prompt, copy and save it. I have done a lot of work to ensure that this is an elevated experience, that this takes you beyond just the regular, the basic, right? And so that's what we're doing tomorrow. Then we'll start back, talking about the 6th. We'll still have some other intensives, December, January, and February, but the main thrust of what you'll hear from us is around the 6th. So y'all get your tickets and come on in and meet us there.
Thank y'all so much for spending time with Sharonda and Kelly. Don't forget, what is it? PFPlive.com.
No, that's not Positioned for Profit. Girl, you just mess up stuff.
Delete.
Delete. No, it's positioned for profit.
Position for profit. Sorry,
Right.
y'all.
Positioned, the number four
For
profit.com.
profits.
That's where you go get your ticket.
Go
Go
get
get
your
your ticket
ticket.
there. Go get your tickets there. Go get your for position for profit and or your ticket for the 6th.
Yes.
Yes.
See you in the room. Thank you.
Yes. Bye, y'all. Take care.